Michael Haley!
Alright everybody, it is officially week 3 here in the ETA, and this week we are up against the Washington Crammanders, coached by Crookid. Taking a look at the roster, they have a team of Mega Dragonite, Mega Sceptile, Great Tusk, Meowscarada, Cinderace, Tapu Fini, Spectrier, Aegislash, Necrozma, Bezendipity, Orthworm, and Weirdeer. We got a 3-attack substitute set for Raichu this week. Alluring Voice lets us hit both the Dragon Megas and Meowscarada. Grass Knot can let us OHKO max HP Tusk, and Zap Cannon is just really strong stab. I wanted to run sub this week because it's a very real possibility we see Mega Sceptile since it's naturally faster than Raichu and it has Lightning Rod as an ability. The first Pokemon I actually put down for this week was Tapu Lele. We're going to be running a Choice Scarf set with it, enough speed to outspeed max speed Tusk without the Scarf, max special attack, and the rest just into HP. Lele's stab moves just looked really strong into a lot of Crookid's team, so I thought it would make for a good revenge killer. Moonblast can melt the dragons and Meow. Psychic hits most stuff pretty neutral, and then we have Psy Shock to hit stuff like Calm Mind Fini or Assault Vest Bezendipity. And then the last move I put on here was Nature's Madness, just to get Big Chip on Aegislash and Orthworm, which are most likely the switch-ins to Lele. Since Crookid has so many speed control options, I didn't think Lele would be enough, so we're also going to be running Choice Scarf Roaring Moon this week. It's the same exact set we actually ran in week 2. Crunch, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and U-Turn. It hits most stuff and gets off big damage. We just gotta be careful if Misty Terrain is up, because if Sceptile is at full, it'll actually live a Dragon Claw from us. Ogerpon is a really good breaker into a lot of the bulky stuff on Crooked's team. Cudgel can get off 50% on bulky Aegislash and Shield form. We once again have a Fairy move to hit the Dragon Megas, and then Power Whip blows up Fini's shit, and then the last move I put on here was Taunt, just to stop the bulky guys from doing annoying stuff. Moltres is making its debut this week. It's a pretty standard defensive set. It slows down Meowscarada and Cinderace. Obviously, it could be good for Tusk and Aegislash too. I'm just more worried that those guys will actually have Rock Slide or even worse, Head Smash, so I'll be a bit more hesitant to switch in on them. Other than that though, Moltres easily eats hits from the 2 protein guys and allows us to get off a slow U-turn into our fast Scarf revenge killers. At this point, the team was looking pretty weak to Aegislash, and I didn't want Aegislash to feel like he could just safely click Poltergeist into us, so the last mon we're bringing is Offensive Terapagos with heavy duty boots. Max speed, max special attack, we got Flamethrower, Rapid Spin, Roar, and Torterras Storm. We're always faster than Aegislash and can threaten it with Flamethrower. Even in shield form, it still takes 50-ish% in a non-special defense invested set. Torterras Storm is just strong stab for us. We have Rapid Spin just in case Moltres gets its boots knocked off. And then the last move we have is Roar as an emergency button. If we can keep our Terra Shell intact, we could bring out Terapagos cleanly and roar out any of the scary setup guys, and that'll be a big help for us. So that's going to be it for the Torterras this week, and I will see all of you at the game.
And I'm not gonna let anyone get in my way! I'm a failure.
Alright, we at the game, and we do see the Mega Sceptile, Aegislash, Meowscarada, Necrozma, Tusk, and Fini. Pretty much what I thought. Necrozma's kind of a surprise, but I had a feeling it could show up. If it's like autonomized, that could be really annoying. This is going to be, I'll tell you man, this is going to be a wicked offensive game. Already looking at this matchup, I'm like, dude, we are so hyper offense. I'm going to have to just choose what to sack pretty much every turn, which kind of sucks. As far as the lead goes on this shit, I kind of want to lead with Lele still. I feel like Lele looks honestly pretty good into most of this stuff. And I guess if the worst case happens, he's Aegislash lead, I can just try to go hard to Terapagos. He can't Shadow Sneak or Poltergeist me, and then I can just threaten him with the Flamethrower. I don't know, man. Let's just lead Lele. I don't even know, man. Let's get into it. Oh my god, Flower Man. W reference. I can hit this for fat damage. I don't want it to Shed Tail, because that's what he could be thinking, is he could just Shed Tail into Aegislash. So, truthfully, I don't think Leaf Storm would really kill me. I think I'm just gonna go for the Moonblast, honestly. Yeah, Aegislash just comes out here. We get a special attack drop on it. We find out it's leftovers, so it's bulky. It's either Scarf Meow, or I didn't mention this in the intro, but I do think Tusk has a really good chance to be Scarf this week too. If he goes for the CC here, that's going to be really annoying. I guess he could also just go for the, you know what? No, he's clicking Poltergeist. I'm going into Terrapagos here. I think that's my play. I don't think he would make that read way too early, and if he does, like, that kind of sucks, but it's like, I think we can also deal with that. He also might just make a good double play here, honestly. All right, but we're in here now. I imagine he made that nice little double play thinking he can just get the Shed Tail off now. The question is, what does he Shed Tail into here? Like, I can easily break whatever with Flamethrower or Starstorm. Because my only thought is here he would want to go into Tusk, but even that I'll break. You know what? No, I am going to do Starstorm, because the worst that can happen is he goes into Aegislash, and if he goes into Aegislash, I could make the Moltres play on the CC. Yeah, so there's the Shed Tail, which I figured. But we can break whatever. Okay, he does make the Aegislash play. He makes the Aegislash play. And what's he do here? SD maybe? I could break the sub here with Flamethrower. He SDs and then I get a Flamethrower off. I feel like that's fine, right? Or should I preserve this for Necrozma later on? Because if Necrozma's like autonomized, that could be really annoying here. But so is this thing if it's whatever. I feel like I need to break this. Worst case is he's just SD. He SDs here, or if he CCs here, that's even better. Alright, Sacred Sword. That's fine. Because now that he's not... Yeah, he's just clicking King Shield here, but that's fine. So I know your Sacred Sword, King Shield. Sacred Sword's going to do a lot here. But we can also get off such big damage with this thing and then just kill it with Moltres after. I'm trying to think how useful is Terrapagos. Like, I feel like it could have been nice for the Roar on Necrozma, but like, I don't know, man. Necrozma's kind of a threat. But so is this thing. I'd rather get my chip on this. I just want to get chip on this. It's just 30? How invested are we right now? Okay, we King Shield here again. And now he's just going to do whatever. I am going to go into Moltres now. I hope I burn you. Is that contact? I have no idea. I just flame here. He's pretty Spadef invested. Because if he was like uninvested, it would have done a lot. It's really hard to break this thing if it is Spadef. Also, he King Shielded here, which makes me think he is some kind of rock move. Maybe I just bring out Todoroki here on the rock slide. I just want to know if he at least has it, or like Head Smash. Okay, yep. He went into Feeny anyways, which is fine with me. Feeny, I'm gonna go Ogerpon, I think. Alright, Ogerpon comes out here, he makes a double into you. I want to taunt here. I want to taunt and I want you to attack me so I can just hit you. Because even if he King Shields here, we just taunt again the next turn. Oh, he clicked Poltergeist anyways. Okay, and now he can't do anything, and now we can just get a really free Cudgel here. Okay, we just see Meowscarada. Meowscarada takes fat damage there, and now we just go hard to Moltres. And if we get knocked off, that's fine. It is Power Gem! I knew it, everyone! I knew it was gonna be Power Gem! Knew it, knew it, knew it. God damn it, dude. Dude. Alright. That's just... Listen, man. This is the same guy who brought Temper Flare to hit the Corviknight. I was talking to Mayo about it on the phone. I was like, yo, Meowscarada low-key could run Power Gem. It honestly could, and it did. But the question is, are you Scarf Power Gem? Alright, I'm gonna go into Raichu here. I kind of want to click the Zap Cannon here on the Sceptile, so I'm gonna go for the Substitute play, assuming. No, I am gonna click Substitute here. Alright, we are just a Substitute doll. And click Zap Cannon here, I think. He's got to be weary of us, because even if now he switches into the Sceptile, that's fine, because I can hit it with the Alluring Voice and kill it. He can't attack us, break sub, and get his HP up. I'm just curious how much the Zap Cannon is going to do now if this is Spadef. Alright, let's go Zap Cannon. We get the Para off. Click Shadow Ball. So now I know your whole set. Oh, that sucks. Moltres literally would have been good for this. He probably just clicks King Shield here, I imagine, just to like get some HP back. Or does he want to try to go for the kill with Poltergeist? Maybe I can go into Terrapagos, but then I give this thing 2 turns of recovery. And how much did that flamethrower do earlier? Not like a lot. Really not a lot, I don't think. Did 32%, that's crazy. I guess I can just sack Terrapagos here. Alright, we actually just see Tuskathy. Alright, King, what are you thinking? I'm thinking I want to get my chip on you. Alright, we're faster. He goes for the EQ. I guess I can just go into Ogerpon here. Ogerpon's pretty free. I can click Cudgel again for free. It's not like Aegislash wants to come in here on it. And then I guess if Feeny comes in, we just Power Whip afterwards. Last time he went Meowscarada. Maybe I could click Play Rough here, because Play Rough will kill too. And Play Rough is neutral into Feeny, and it's super effective on Meow. I am going to make the Play Rough play. I'm going to be playing Rough, and hopefully we land. Oh, he goes Sceptile. Nice. Pick up. Kill there. And now I imagine we see Meowscarada. Yeah, Meow comes out here. Probably just clicks U-turn if I had to guess. I'm trying to think who I want to sack here. I think I need to sack Raichu, truthfully. Because this guy and Roaring Moon kind of deal with the coat of arms. I also want Roaring Moon for Necrozma. So I don't know what kind of shenanigans Necrozma wants to do. And Ogerpon can taunt it too, which is nice. And then Lele is really nice too. If he goes for a U-turn, I don't know if it kills us, but Flower Trick definitely does. I am going to go into Raichu here on the sack. Yep, U-turns out. Okay, he just goes into Tuskathy. But like, Tusk is already at 54. And Ogerpon was faster than it. No, Terrapagos was faster than it. So I know this thing's slow. So do I just kill you with the Luring Voice or do I hit you with the Grass Knot? I am going to click Grass Knot here. Yeah, goodbye. Alright, Meow's here. This is the same thing where Meow is Scarf and he's just going to kill me, I guess. Right? You're just U-turning again. But I'm fine with that. Correct? Correct. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Raichu. Thank you for going 1-1 per usual. He's got to think here, because if he goes Aegislash, it's really easy for me to go into Ogerpon. And Ogerpon will get big damage on Aegislash. Because Cudgel is in contact, so even if he King Shields, that's fine. And he only gets 1 turn of recovery. And I think that's doable. I'm trying to think how the end game is going to go with the 2 Scarf guys. That's going to be tough. Because Feeny's also in the back, and I kind of need Ogre to deal with Feeny. So maybe it's reckless to let Ogre go in on Aegislash, but I'm thinking he's more Spadef. And if he's more Spadef, then like Ogre should kill, because a lot of the calcs I was running, it was like whatever. Oh hey, what are you? Weakness policy? Autonomize? Can I lose to that? Yeah, I feel like I have to go U, and I feel like I have to taunt this. I don't want this thing to autonomize. It just clicks X Scissor. Dude. And you know what sucks too? Crunch doesn't even kill. Because he just clicks X Scissor here. It's now free into everything. Oh, that was such a throw, dude. I was so scared of like autonomize because it could easily live like a hit from Roaring Moon or something. So I was like, oh, if he just like speeds up, like I'm screwed. Maybe I should have just got my damage and then gone in. Yeah, I definitely could have played this a lot better, I think. I kind of have to, I don't think we win either way, but I feel like I have to go Lele here. And I have to just click Moonblast, I guess. That's an L, man. I'm just clicking Moonblast. This thing's bulky. It's bulky and it's taunted. So unfortunate. Yeah, this shit's kind of over. I'm gonna try a baller play here. I knew the U-turn was coming. He probably just goes into Feeny here, but that's fine. I like need this. I actually can't win. It's physically impossible for me to win. I'm just not realizing. Alright, whatever. Yep. Moonblast killed. Damn. Dude, super tough matchup, this game. Like, I was looking at this the whole time, and I was like, dude, this is going to be so tough for me to do, like, literally anything. This guy in particular was a big problem for me this week. I wasn't really sure how to deal with that, and it definitely proved to be a problem. Yeah. Can't win them all, man. You can't win them all, but GG to Crookid. Shout out to the Crammanders, and we'll try to bounce back next week. I will see all of you next time. Doses.